Hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. As you can see, I have expanded my little house a wee bit, and nowhere near finished, of course. I've got to put a ceiling on it. Hello, Mr. Bear. Yes, you guard that box well, you bugger. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you guys back along because I'm going to do something today that's quite important in this game. If we hit our tab here and come up to where we get to build all our stuff and do all those fancy things, we'll notice that we've got all of these. Now, these things were done many, many moon ago. We've got a foundation, we've got a wall. Now they want us to place a base command unit. Now, the base command unit changes the shape of this game. Not only does it add a ton of crafting mechanic, it also means you're going to have enemy bases start to spawn. Now, I have built the unit. It's simple enough to build. That's not the bottleneck. The bottleneck is figuring out how far along you've got to be before you're actually ready to deploy this thing. So, yeah. I've also taken to always having a match and a fire with me. I strayed too far, and yeah, I've spent more than one night out in the bush, and twice now I've almost frozen to death overnight. But once, luckily enough, I was saved by a bear killing me. So, yeah. Now, let's place this guy, and I'm thinking I'm going to put it, oh, I don't know. What, you don't like it there? What's the problem, man? Ah, I see, I just wasn't close enough. Okay. Base is online. Oh yeah, look at that. They show a single foundation, a single wall. Yeah, I think you'd be nuts to place it that early. So let's have a look at this thing. First thing we'll notice is base lights, floodlights, wood burners. Okay. All kinds of stuff. Now, this thing will build power and mass over time. As you can see, 158, 159, that just went from 26 to 27. This is the beauty bit of it. Show beacon. Now I will actually be able to find my way home no matter what. I can also craft a bed, you know. So, lots of good stuff. Power generators, plant beds. All of these things, a workbench, are going to allow me to make things that I've been relying on finding. Okay. Now, I am a ways from it, obviously. And I do believe that and this is probably one of the first things we want to put down. So I'm going to need scrap metal, wood planks, and cloth. Wood planks, I need a total of 7. I have 1. So let's get that down. I believe the rest of the items I already have. So let's have a look in our box. Alright, there's some cloth. We needed that. Scrap metal we needed. Alright. I do believe that was that. I don't really like hanging around doing this because in the next few days, hunters will start moving into the world. Yeah. And it said, that's the downside. The upside is you can always find your house now. Yeah. Oh, and there's this. A lockpick. Now, if you find an actual locked crate, oh, they're amazing. They contain good stuff. So we're going to take this guy. Alright, but while we're in here, a wood burner. We just need 2 more planks, which are almost ready. Now, we don't have enough mass, and we don't have enough power yet. Like I say, these will come in over time, right? Small power generator. There we requires considerably less. We also need electronics, eh? I wonder if I should be building that first. But then I've got to fuel that. So, I think I will go with the wood burner first. Yeah. We just need to wait till this builds up enough power now. So, I think what we can do is let that sucker tick over for a while. And let's put these items back for now. Okay, everything else I need to keep. So, let's come out of here. Oh, alright, that's actually a spare round. Very nice. Okay, let's head. I've got this little bit down here so I can fish. Well, so I can land fish. I tried fishing off the other side before I had the walls up. Caught a really nice fish and had to eventually jump in the water to retrieve it. Yeah, I couldn't get it to shore. It wouldn't allow me to bring it up from the ground. Or from the ground, above the water, unless I was level with it. And then I fished off the end of the stairs, worked perfect. So, there we go. Alright. See that little target looking thing? Yeah, I always have a way to find my way back to my base now. So that is so cool. I am very, very happy. However, for a while yet, I will still be scrounging boxes and cases like a madman, because that's going to be how I get a lot of my materials. A word of warning, if this game does interest you, I'm going to have to say it is one of the most resource-grinding games I have ever played. I mean, the gathering is interesting, you know, between the crates and the other different resources that you require, right up to hunting the animals, which becomes more and more important as you move along as well. You know, you're going to need deer for their antlers, because antlers are the only way to make adhesives, and adhesives are needed in all of your upgrades. And it's a complex chain. It needs a lot of balancing. That's another sort of little caveat emptor I would like to throw in there, is keep in mind this game is early enough that they are still more focusing, I think, on mechanics than they are on game balance. You know, I mean, this game, when it comes to resource gathering, this game makes Minecraft look weak. Like, just total weak sauce, man. You know, gather resources in Minecraft? Nah, not a bit. Not compared to this, no. No, indeed. Now, let's, I know there's a bear down there, but I don't know where the heck he went, so hopefully... Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm running away. Are you happy I'm running away? Are you gonna leave me alone, Mr. Bear? Wow. Okay. Scary. Yes, run away like little girl. Oh yeah, look at him, eh? He's still not impressed. All I wanted was a little resource node, dude. These are always nice. Maybe have a little food or something in them. There we go. Sure. How are we doing? Yeah, I could stand eating that berry, actually. Mmm. Not gonna get fat on that, I'll tell ya. No siree. You know, I'm still at the point where I have to spend a good portion of my day cutting wood. Now, those wood burners are really going to help, because they're incredibly efficient compared to a normal fireplace. Like, leaps and bounds. As one would expect, I guess. I also have to allot a portion of my day to hunting. You know, it's the only way to keep up the protein. So, the game has that going for it. There is, on the surface, a very simple survival crafting, you know, but beyond that, there's quite a bit involved in the time management. You know, you have only so many hours that you can work. Now, it would be different if nighttime was simply inconvenient. And maybe once I've got good heavy clothing, it will be more or less just an inconvenience. You know, right now, it'll kill you. Or awful close to, depending. That was the weirdest shadow. It looked like some kind of big bird moving up through the tree. And I don't mean the Sesame Street version. But, as I said, the game is intriguing. It comes, you know, it keeps me coming back just for those reasons. You know, I have survived, this playthrough is 11 days so far. And I've died, I believe, 5 times. You know. I died once in the first 6 days. And then 4 times in the last 5 days. Mainly animal attacks, to be honest with you. These big trees are great because they also give you a tree grub. And tree grubs are important because they allow you to build fishing tackle. And fishing tackle is important because not only is fish an awesome source of protein, but it also gives you fish oil, which is a crafting material you will need in the medicine area of your craft. Or at least that's what I've seemed to have gleaned so far, as I have caught a couple of fish. Now, unfortunately, one was a small fish, and all I got out of it was a vial of fish oil. The other one was a normal size, I think it was a salmon. And I actually got a couple of really good steaks out of it, which bumped my protein really well, as fish should. And a couple of fish oils. So yeah, you really want to be hooking into them salmon. Now, you can reuse tackle over and over and over until you catch something. And that consumes your tackle, which is kind of unfortunate. I would much rather it actually consumed bait. You know, like if I have to collect 5 or 6 grubs to be able to sit there and fish all night, that's one thing. If I have to build 5 sets of fishing tackle to be able to sit there and fish for the evening, again, a little rebalancing would be nice. I would really like to have that chicken. Another brilliant shot by Mr. Species 7. Come here. There you are, my little friend. You will be tea and toast this evening. Now, although this one does... Now, like I said, I know I need deer, and I'm going to need them a whole bunch more before, you know, my time is done, but... Problem is, there was speculation that if you headshot a deer with your bow, you could drop it in one shot. Yeah, I've tried, and I've known they were headshots because I was actually close enough to see the impact. It doesn't. And the problem is, deer run. So you really need the rifle, I think, to take deer down. So, I have created the shotgun. I haven't yet built the rifle. Ooh, a box, man. Nice. But it's definitely the way to go if you're going to start deer hunting. Which, like I said, you pretty much have to at some point. So, get used to the idea, man. Another crate. Builder's crate. Excellent. I need a ton of nails. That's why I don't have a ceiling. I actually ran out of nails. Because you can make planks and stuff as you walk, right? In fact, it's often a good idea to do just that. Cordage and planks, depending on what you have for these guys. There we are. We'll just craft up a bunch, because I really would like to put a ceiling on my house, you know. The weather here is not exactly beautiful. Well, it is right now, but, you know. There's another bear. This is kind of a little bit of a empty zone. Yeah, a little bit of scrap metal. I guess it ain't that empty. Where did he go? Oh, he's way over there. Okay. Then I shall indeed seek this last tree. As I said, right now you require lots and lots of wood. I would like to harvest some metals as well, but I'm not really coming across all that many. How are we doing for sun? Where is the bleeding sun? Oh, there it is. Okay. We're good. They're good. More or less, anyway. I did this tree, didn't I? No. So yeah, if you like the content on the channel, and you'd like to subscribe, there is an icon in the lower right-hand corner you can do that with, just to make it convenient, and of course it will be appreciated. Oh, I thought I saw another bag there, but I guess not. I also do have a Patreon channel, so if you really like the content and would like to help a poor old dude out here as he runs his channel, there is a link to that in the upper right-hand corner, providing it actually worked this time. And yeah, just click the little exclamation point, and I shall be eternally grateful. As well, if there's stuff you'd like to see, you know, preferably simulator-wise, or, you know, I'm a real big fan of this whole survival genre. So anything in that line that you'd like to see. I'm thinking of featuring another one called Hold Your Own. So if you guys have an interest in that one as well, let me know. Here we are, a little bit of zinc possibly. Let's get into the crouch. And the wacka wacka pata whack. There we go. We got it all. Anything else up here? Ooh. Geez, that looked like a bigger crack than it was. Not so much, eh? There's another chicken, but he's heading right for that wolf. See, they do that, eh? Nasty little buggers. If you miss a chicken, 9 times out of 10, I kid you not, it'll run directly to either a wolf or a bear. Like, help me, you know? Yeah, there's some weird kind of collusion going on there, let me tell you. Yeah, very important if you plan to do any fishing, as I say, is to look for these guys, the really big twisted old trees, because they will give you that ever important tree grub. So, oh, there we go. That might just be my second chicken of the day. Yes, indeed. Brings down another one. Now, I do like in this game that you don't need to eat every 5.5 minutes like you do in some survival games where they seem to think you have the metabolism of a 212-pound hummingbird. However, the amounts are just a little bit off, I think. A normal day of hanging around the house, leave alone a survival scenario where you're eating enough to basically keep yourself mobile and keep yourself functional. You know, 2 chickens and a rabbit to fill up? I mean, good lord, if I ate all the meat off of 1 chicken or 1 rabbit, I think that would give me enough protein to get through a day without, you know, any sort of detriment to me or my body, so. But here, yeah, it takes 2 or 3 of them a day. Otherwise, you will start to fall behind very quickly on your needed foodstuffs. Here's another of these larger trees. Awesome. And then I'm probably going to have to change direction here and think about heading home. Otherwise, I will need to end up stopping before we get there and pitching a fire and such, so I do not freeze to death. And even though, as I said, I do pack the gear to do that, I'd prefer not to, if I can help it. Anything, oh, there's a wee rabbit. Okay, why am I hearing pots and pans rattling in my kitchen when I'm the only one in the house? Oh, kitty. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I think that rabbit's gonna have to succumb to the amazing archer skills. Oh no, he's coming this way. That never ends well, because he'll get within range. Oh, I missed. Yeah, I had to brag it up about them amazing archer skills. Here's a nice thing. If you find your arrow, you can pick it back up. Ooh, look. Magic crate. Come to Papa. Oh, we got a woofie up there, don't we? Even worse, he's like a level 2 or something, so. Definitely not something I want to screws with. Alright, we got a big bear that way. Alright, this, yeah, this particular part of the world is starting to look a little mean. Why are you looking at me? Don't be looking at me. There's nothing to see here, fella. Alright. Is that a bag up there, or is that simply... it's just one of those ferns. I hate that. Depending how they catch the light, they'll look perfectly rectangular, just like they were a bag. Except to say they are not. But there is one on the shore. Very cool. Very cool. This part of the lake isn't that good for minerals. Like a lot of these rocks show nothing. Whereas I have noticed there are parts of the landscape where pretty much every one of those sort of outcroppings would have minerals on it. Now they're not all accessible, and that too I hope is something that's addressed at some point before the game is released. You know, like some of them are within reach of your tool, but basically if you're not, I guess if your nose isn't a certain distance, kid you not, that seems to be the defining factor. If your nose isn't a certain distance from it, you cannot hit it with your pick. It won't count, basically. So, yeah. Let's quickly grab this. And then... yeah, another berry, eh? Berries. Lovely. Oh, another one. Look at that. Happy days. For some reason, I always right-click on these boxes. I don't know what I'm expecting to happen. Well. There's another chicken. I don't really need to hunt another chicken, but, you know. I do need to apparently work on my archery skills, so... oh, dude, you're getting way too far away. Nice. Okay. So that pretty assures me that I will have a decently thick tea for dinner. More than enough to survive another day. Head up away from Mr. Level 2 Woofy down there. I think he's a Level 2 anyway. Either way, that's 2 levels too big for me. You gotta be careful too, of course. You could find yourself between a fence and a bear place with nowhere to go. That's happened. And I'm like, oh crap, and then I gotta go all the way back and down and around, and yeah. Now usually the respawn rate on the wood in these trees is pretty quick. So you should be able to hit up the big guys like that more than once. You can also see though that we are starting to run a little bit shy on time. It seems that when that sun starts a-going, she goes quick. And for some reason, and I think this is the first ever for a survival genre game, you can't actually build any sort of torch. They give you this, where the heck's my base gun? Oh, that way. You know, they give you this blue chem light, and it's absolutely horrible. I mean, the color is terrible. It doesn't really cast any light. It just casts a kind of blue gleam right into your face. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of it. But it is really the only thing. And once you get that... no... That's what I mean about getting caught between a bear and a hard place. Yeah. That bear definitely has the upper hand on me there. Hey, look at that, a crate. Brilliant. This is good timing, too. We haven't wasted any of our day. Boom. Now, I don't know how long it takes for this thing to charge up. But, I mean, we need like 500 power, so... and I don't remember what the mass was. But you can build ways to generate power, of course. You can also build ways to generate mass. I'm not even sure what mass is. I mean, I know what mass is, but I mean, as far as the game is concerned, I'm not sure what sort of a mechanic mass plays. Alright, let's take the wee swim.
The yogi, bigger than your average bear.
Alright, takes a bit of an effort to get up on the steps. There we go. And we're home. Okay. Now, for the moment, of course, I do need to rely on this. Okay, let's... oh, this one is still alive. See, I could... when you get one like that, if you had a chicken coop, you could start your own chicken farm, basically. However, I don't. So for now, that's all I want these guys for, is to cook them up. Alright, it's not cold yet, so I'm actually going to let that go for a moment. Once I start getting cold, then I'll light the fire. Alright, you can go in. I'm going to need you back. I'm going to need you back. I'm going to need any nails that I have. Probably scrap metal. I believe I required cloth. You can go. And you can go. You. Herbal leaves, got some of these, got some of those, and alright. Let's eat our apple. Yummy, freaking yummy. Good. Now, let's have a look here. A wood burner. Alright, we can craft this now. Refinery. Process raw ore. Interesting. A bed. Charge up respawns within your base. Oh, that would probably be a damn nice thing to have, eh? Most people actually recommend that you start with this thing. Problem is it sucks up biofuel like a bugger, man. Alright, I think I am going to start with it, though. So what do I need? I need some scrap metal. Not a big deal. I have scrap metal. Or not scrap metal, sorry, electronics. There we go. Okay, now. And you'll see the power and the mass drop. There we go. Okay. Now, let's get this put down. I think we'll put it down right underneath it. So we will. Okay. And then, of course, we just need to add biofuel to it and turn it on. So, I do have some. I do. Let's split. See how much 2 will give us. Yeah, not bloody much, eh? Alright. Not bloody much. Oh, it has an overdrive. 2x the power for 3x the fuel. No, I don't think so. Now, how many herbal leaves do I have? I think I have enough to cook a couple. Alright, because you can make biofuel out of herbal leaves, I believe. Where is the... Here we are, biofuel. Yeah, 4 herbal leaves. So, we can make 3. Let's do that. And then we'll take these 2. And put those in here. The reason I don't want to use it all is because you require one to make a fire starter. So, yeah. That's a little bit of fuel. Now we'll throw that one in. We'll keep the last 2. Alright. How we doing here? Pretty late, eh? So, let's hook that one up. Let's have some drink. Now I'm quickly going to zip over here and refill that. If you have them in your inventory, you just need to run over the number, mouse over the number, and it'll fill them automatically. Starting to get a little chilly now, is it? Not surprising. Okay, let's get over here. And there we are. Yummy. I was right out of protein. Wow. Okie dokie. That's not a good thing. Let's throw these in here and purify our water. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. I always like to have a few of those at the ready. Now, hey, wood burner. We just need the power to come up a little bit, eh? Alrighty, that's not a big deal. Not a big deal. And the bed, 570 and 10 feathers, eh? That's alright. How about a plant bed? How hard are they? Materials are easy. Just require more power than we currently have and more mass. 100 mass. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. How about if we go into simple things like building some more wooden ceilings? Let's do a couple of those, shall we? And then we're just going to need more planks to keep going. Uh-huh. Okay. Alrighty. This should work out fairly well. Let's get a couple more of those done. Yes, indeed. Now we're going to need some more planks. Okay. So, alrighty, well I guess I need to get back out there and do some hunting. It's been kind of a long episode, sorry about that guys. But, hope you enjoyed. As I said, we've got the all-important, let's put that out for now. Don't waste any more wood than we have to. We'll refill it. Boom. Okay. So. Alright, well next time around we will, there we are. Make sure we've got a few of those. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We will continue to expand on what this allows us to build. We'll start getting things like wood burners and refineries, and hopefully a few plant beds would be really nice. They require a lot of mass and a lot of power. Eh? Alright. So, hope everybody enjoyed. Till next time, this has been Species 7 having another look at subsistence. Take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.